Two other great blogs, TechCrunch and Boing Boing. Those are great content providers for those of us who are then breaking down some messages into applications for small business or for our clients. Those are great blogs as well.
Did you say Boing Boing?
Boing Boing.
That's what I thought.
It's kind of fun to say at 8 a.m.
Right, exactly.
Boing,
What
boing.
do you use? Boing Boing.
But TechCrunch is great. TechCrunch and Mashable, I think, are the best for what's new and what's next, and being able to translate that into your blog.
Yeah, so very good. So today's conversation in summary pretty much is, listening to all the different channels and understanding where the content might come from and what it means. Why listen? Wow, today, just because you have to. There's so many reasons why businesses need to be listening and getting better and better and better at doing that. It's demand. What if one day, people aren't going to even use your phone number? They're going to tweet something and expect that you call them back, right? And we're already there in a lot of different places. And then the listening tools that we've talked about, the TweetDeck, the Twitter search, the Hootsuite, the Google Alerts, the Social Mention, Radian 6, the Cision, right, sorry. PR Newswire, Mashable, Google Reader, TechCrunch, and Boing Boing is a good way to end it, all right? So we're going to break up into our speed tip groups. Thank you guys for today's conversations.
But it's a tool called Replies, R-E-P-L-Y-Z. And what that does is it basically allows you to take the conversation, just being on Twitter, limited to 140 characters, and you can have more full paragraph conversations. So I believe the way it works is you basically just put hashtag replies, and then you put your comment, and then it will then carry the excess out to replies, and so you can continue having that conversation. And they also have a really good listening tool in Replies where you can have conversations going on all over the place in Replies, and they'll alert you if there's a certain topic that you say you're familiar with, or that maybe you've replied to something about WordPress before. And so they say, hey, we've seen you've replied to these types of things before. Why don't you reply to this one too?
Our mobile tip is for anybody that is on Meetup. They just came out with a mobile app for your iPhone either yesterday afternoon or last night. So it makes it really easy to check in for Meetup, to post comments on Meetup, to RSVP, and you don't have to go through their mobile site anymore.
And rather than a quick tip, I guess I got nominated because I gave an example of how I use YouTube on a weekly basis. I am the chef for a local food distributor here in town, and what we determined is we wanted to get the word out to our customers, but we wanted to do it in real time. We wanted to give them something that they could use right then and there. And so every week now we highlight specific products within our company, and we do a 3 to 5 minute YouTube skit on it where I talk about the products. We give examples of how to use it. We talk about maybe the seasonality of it or where it comes from, and then we send that out to our 4,000 plus customers as an email with the link direct to YouTube. And then there's an option at the bottom of the email where they can opt out if it's something they don't want to partake in. But we just held a large food show 2 days ago, and I had probably over 40 or 50 people come up and tell me specifically, your videos work. Because of that, we see what you have on your shelf. The real-time word is used quite often, and they've determined that it's something that they actually want to pay attention to versus something going into their junk mailbox that just gets deleted.
One thing that we've seen really effective is if you are going to include it in emails, take a screenshot of the video with the play button on it and cut that out and put that picture directly in the email so that they feel like they're pushing play from the email.
In advance of posting something, a question or a comment on your Facebook page as a business, it really helps ahead of time to have worked out some kind of a connection with one of your clients or one of your business partners, so that when you post on your Facebook page and you want some kind of feedback from your audience and all you hear is crickets, it really helps if you have someone who also believes in your product to post and kind of prime the pump, because once somebody comments, you tend to get more people to comment back.
Who all uses the answers feature on LinkedIn? This is so cool, ladies and gentlemen. When the very top of your LinkedIn, there's a more, and you can drop down. One of the options is answers. Under answers, there's all these categories. These could be things you already know about, like I know about sales, that's because I'm in sales, but I want to know about social media so I can learn about it there. In answers, you can ask a question. You can choose 2 categories to put your question in. I recently used it and got over 50 responses to a question related to public speaking. What you can also do when you post that question, you can select up to 200 people of your connections, and that question goes right to their inbox. Isn't that neat? So they're, oh, Joyce has a question. Oh, I have an answer. Then that answer goes publicly, so everyone in the world who looks up under that category and under that point in time will see their answer. You, of course, can answer yourself. I go to LinkedIn all day long in between my sales calls. I go under certain categories where I know something about it or I want to know it. Use of LinkedIn, whatever it might be.
You guys have a fantastic weekend, and thank you so much for being here today.